I was robbed.
I'm here at the Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou press conference. Now, I've just sat down exclusively with Francis Ngannou, and I started by asking him whether he was robbed against Tyson Fury. Do you feel that way?
Yes. I've been saying this from that night. I was robbed. But I think I also robbed a lot from that fight too.
After that fight, you got entered into the top 10 rankings for the WBC. That was really important to set up these big fights going forwards. How excited were you when you found that out? And when you found it out, was the AJ fight the one you wanted next?
Honestly, he was cool, but he wasn't something that really get me off the chair. Like, oh, cool, I'm in the top 10 and this and all this stuff. You know, like again, as I said, I'm very skeptical to get into all those boxing politics. You know, I'm just here trying to figure out those good fights and then get them fight, and that's it. Because most of the time what's happen is that in boxing, politics will control some fight and stop great fights will happen. But because everybody is so worried about his ranking or his position, a win, they need to build all this 20-0, even though that means they haven't fight anybody. That makes sense. They need that, and that's something that personally I don't really care about.
It's not something you care about, but as you said, people do care about it. And AJ has said that he wants to become a world champion again. Do you think it's risky for him to be taking this fight with you, given your power and what you can do? You knocked Tyson Fury down.
Yes, of course. I mean, in the combat sport, it's always risky to take a fight. When you take a fight in the combat sport, there's always a risk because there's a risk that you can lose. Of course, you want to win, but remember, in order to have a winner, we need somebody to lose, so that person can be you. So that's how the business works, and then basically, when you want to be a world champion, you know that you're going to face the most ferocious fighters, the most elite fighters that has the same dream as you. In order to keep your dream alive, you have to kill somebody on.
You've taken on Tyson Fury. You're now taking on Anthony Joshua, two of the biggest names in British heavyweight boxing at the moment. Who do you think will be the bigger challenge? Do you think it would have been Tyson Fury, or do you think it will be AJ?
Both are big challenge, and none is not to underestimate. And I would have said earlier, before the fight, I would have said maybe Fury based on his style. But since I fought him already and kind of managed to find my way in, is I think the most complex of those now is AJ, because I haven't fought him, I haven't fight him, so I still have to figure out. So yes, it's the undiscovered one.
And did you watch AJ's fight with Otto Wallin, and if so, what did you think of his performance on that night?
Yes, I watched that fight, and his performance was great. He showcased a good. He was there. He was present in all the sense. Even though Otto Wallin he didn't propose anything at all, but AJ was doing his job and he did great.
And one of the things before the Tyson Fury fight was that you were such an unknown entity within boxing because people didn't know your style, they didn't know what you were going to be like as a boxer. Do you think that the fact that that surprise element is gone makes it easier for Joshua than it did for Fury?
Absolutely. Right after that fight, and then I started to think about what could be next. Then I realized that whatever is next, there won't be a surprise element anymore, because now I'm exposed and everybody will be prepared, very prepared, coming to me and know what they are getting prepared to. Unlike Tyson, who was getting prepared without know exactly what he was getting prepared to, the next person will know what he's getting prepared to, and will make my life more difficult.
And someone like Deontay Wilder has always been known for being the hardest puncher in the heavyweight division and has that title. He didn't put on his best performance against Joseph Parker. Do you think now you're the most devastating and hardest punching boxer we have for the heavyweight division?
I don't think the hardest puncher or whatever it is means anything. You know, everybody here can knock. Anybody can knock anybody out in the heavyweight division if you get connect. I think the most important is to learn, to find a spot and learn your punch. And even if you are the weakest puncher, you hurt somebody if you learn.
Will Mike Tyson be training you again for this?
I don't know yet. I have no answer basically because I'm gonna do my training camp in Riyadh, so it's not the same environment. It's not the same location, so it's gonna be harder for anybody in America to be part of.